You've probably been there. You're in the middle of a class and you're trying to switch from your slides to a specific example, maybe a YouTube video. Except you can't find it. The clock's ticking, the students are staring, and you only got a few moments to find this darned thing before you have to give up and move on. It's not supposed to be this stressful. And there are several tools in Windows that are available to find windows and applications on your desktop. We'll look at 4 in this video: the taskbar, task view, task switcher, and the system tray. Before we start, a quick note. We'll be demonstrating on Windows 11. If you have an older machine running Windows 10, things might look a little different, though the features we discuss will look the same. But Microsoft ended support for Windows 10 in 2025, so if you do have that on your system, consider upgrading your computer. Even if Windows 10 still works for you, it's no longer receiving important security updates. Now, let's discuss our first feature. The taskbar, located on the bottom of your screen, offers a quick overview of the programs running on your computer. Let's focus on the center of the taskbar. Here, we can see icons for shortcuts and running programs. Windows has some shortcuts included by default, such as for Microsoft Copilot, File Explorer, and the Windows Store. Clicking these will open these programs. If an icon has a short underline beneath it, that means the program is actively running. A long underline means that program is in focus. It should be visible on your screen and responsive to keyboard commands. We can switch between running programs just by clicking on them. So if I click on the icon for File Explorer, that appears on my screen. Not sure what program an icon represents? Well, hover over the icon with your mouse to reveal a preview of what it looks like. If you have more than one window in a program, for example, say you have multiple browser windows open, then hovering over the window will reveal previews of all of them, and you can click on the one you want to switch to. The taskbar works great if you know what you're looking for, but Task View provides a more visual overview of everything you have open. You can access it 2 ways. First, via the Task View button on the taskbar, just to the left of the icons we saw before. You can also use the keyboard shortcut Windows key Tab. The Task View organizes everything you have open into one view, with previews for every window. You can select the window you want with your mouse, or with the arrow keys and Enter on your keyboard. Take note of the desktops listed at the bottom of your screen. Windows lets you organize your screen into separate workspaces, each with its own collection of windows. If you can't find a window you're looking for, make sure there isn't another desktop it could be hiding in. The task switcher is useful for rapidly switching between programs. Unlike the other features, this one is only available with your keyboard by using the Alt-Tab keyboard shortcut. It's similar to Task View, but it doesn't show multiple desktops, and the window thumbnails are smaller. Whereas Task View provides a better overview, Task Switcher is focused on speed. Pressing Alt-Tab will list your open programs and switch back to the last one you had active when you released the keys. If you continue to hold Alt and repeatedly press Tab, your selection will cycle through the available windows. When you release Alt, that window will be selected. This feature can take a little getting used to, but once you do, it's often the fastest way to switch between programs. Finally, we need to look at one more Windows feature, the system tray. While the vast majority of applications will appear in your taskbar, some are configured to appear hidden and run in the background when you minimize or close them. Zoom is probably the most common culprit here, though you'll also see this with desktop apps for cloud services like Google Drive, Dropbox, or OneDrive. The system tray appears all the way on the right of the taskbar, next to the clock and the icons for your volume controls and network settings. Click the up arrow to the left of these to reveal all of your background applications. In this case, we can see a small icon for Zoom, even though it doesn't appear on the main taskbar. From here, I can click on the icon to launch the program. Some apps that run in the system tray require you to right-click on them. Though relatively few programs utilize the system tray, if you really can't find something, it's an important place to check. So, to review, we've discussed quite a bit. Checking for running programs on the taskbar, getting a visual overview with the task view, switching between programs with Task Switcher, and looking for background programs in the system tray. This is just a small sample of the tools available in the Windows desktop environment. It's worth checking out resources available on LinkedIn Learning via NYU Home. Search for Windows Essential Training and you'll find full courses that can help you truly master your computer. But in the meantime, remember the tips from this video when you need to find a window in a pinch.